So morning, my lovely yogis. And just starting on your mat where you're most comfortable. It is warm today, so you might like to lie down, or if seated is better for you, just whatever feels right. Let's just take a few moments to ground ourselves, come into this energetic space for our practice. And if you haven't already done so this morning, just checking in with how you're feeling. Notice yourself physically, if there's any areas you need to be gentle. Emotionally, where are you? How busy is the mind? And just checking in with how you're feeling in a spiritual way as well. Enjoying some conscious breaths. So breathing into belly, breath moving up into chest, and a nice slow exhale. Just follow that for a few breaths. In and out. And this always connects us back into this present moment. When you follow your breath and what's going on in this moment, you can't be drifting off into the past or the future. A lovely way to just sort of reset yourself every now and then. So just sending your roots down, opening up through your chakras, connecting up into universal energy. And just being open and curious as to how your practice will feel today. Even though there are many poses we do all the time, just being open to how it's going to feel. So if you're lying down, have a moment just now to draw knees in. Enjoy a nice rock or a few rolls on your back. If you're already seated, then just get yourself comfortable, ready for some seated meditation. So we'll do Peace Begins With Me today. Nice little movement of the hands, mantra and mudra. And I quite like partway through to release the hands and come just resting the hands into the lap and staying with the mudra in my mind. It's interesting whether you stick with, whether you stay with the meditation more when you're kind of engaged with movement, or whether the mind starts to wander as soon as you're not sort of tied into moving fingers. So again, just being open to the whole process and how it feels for you today. So we'll have 5 minutes, just turning the backs of your hands onto your thighs. We can just close the eyes, and then I'll talk through the first few. So fingers to each finger to thumb. Peace begins with me. 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 So just taking that internally, carrying on. Let your breath settle into a nice rhythm. Just halfway through now. If you want to stop the hand movements, you can. If you want to carry on, please do. Stay with the mantra in your mind. Staying with the mantra. So one more breath. And just gently blinking your eyes open, coming back. How did it feel? If you stopped the hands, did you stay with the practice? Or did your mind start wandering off? It can happen. Okay, so butterfly first. And if you do have a bolster, it's always really lovely to use it. So I'm just turning this way. You can always use it for the head or just pop it over the feet and just resting hands here. And another thing that I like to do is pop it under the legs here. So let's just, we'll do this for about 5 minutes. Whatever you feel like. If you come into this position with the knees quite raised over the bolster, you do get quite a lovely relief in the back of your lower spine, if that's somewhere where you do kind of get a little bit of tenderness. So you can try it either which way. So that is there as an option. I quite like the normal butterfly. So take a nice deep breath and a long sigh, starting to let everything relax. Also using the bolster is quite relieving on the hips as well. Taking your breath down to your belly, feeling that movement of breath all the way up into the chest. And notice if you can relax through your shoulders and neck a little bit more. How does this pose feel today? What's going through your mind? Just have an awareness of how it feels through the right side of your body and the left, if there's any real differences in sensation. Is it the feminine side, our left side, or the masculine, our right side, that's more prominent? And how deeply do you want to feel this pose today? So we're just going to take one more breath here. Slowly lifting up. And then coming back on your mat. Enjoying a nice little rest. Take a moment, just wriggle your body, wag your tail if you need to, just to release and then come into stillness, let everything settle. Enjoying some deep belly breaths. Noticing how long it takes you to really relax. It's almost like stages of relaxation as you lie here, just waiting for everything to just gradually feel safe enough to soften, especially through the lower part of the body, lower back. So when you're ready, let's just bring our right knee in and our left knee, a little rock. And we're going to come into supported bridge next. So rolling up, grab hold of your block. If you've got two of them handy, keep them handy because we're going to do heart bench after this one. But for bridge, as always, you can have it on the highest level or take it down to that lower setting, whatever feels right for you today. And each day I'll feel different and change how I feel. But so lying down, bringing feet to our buttocks and then just gently lifting. Come onto your toes just to find enough lift. Placing that block on the sacrum, not the lumbar vertebrae. And you'll feel that little flat part, just sort of in line with the top of the buttocks. Take a few moments just to shift your shoulders and become comfortable. Try not to turn your neck in this position. And then just starting to feel into it, relax. Don't worry if the legs want to sort of fall out to the side a little, that's quite normal. Try to soften any tension in the buttocks and thighs. And the other place that we always find tension is the shoulders and upper back. So a really lovely pose for curving into our lower back. If this is too much, just lower the block to the lower level. Keep relaxing your shoulders if you find that they are creeping up to the ears. And if your eyes are closed, you can really tune into what you're feeling. Again, just unclenching anywhere through the legs. Try to soften through your face. Lovely for heart and throat. So the summer months are linked with our heart and small intestine meridians. They are the organs and energy channels that associate with this time of year. Colour red. And as things keep relaxing, just try to draw your awareness to the breathing in your belly and your chest. How does it feel? Does it feel good to be in this position? Keep relaxing the backs of your thighs, tops of your shoulders. So witnessing your thoughts as well. As the poses become more comfortable and we don't have to observe the body so much, we can turn our awareness to our thoughts. So one more breath here. And then very gently, just maybe lifting onto your toes so that you can lift enough to take the block away. Just roll yourself down ever so gently. And then relax. Taking a moment just to sort of get comfortable on the mat. You can probably feel where the block has been pushing into your body. And just checking in with what's going on, where you're feeling sensation. Whether it feels quite nice. So many different after effects after all of these different poses that we come into. So when you're ready, just nice and slowly, especially because we have been working with that lower back, just draw the knees in, take a bit more of a roll or a rock here if you need to. Hug the knees in a little bit. It's quite nourishing for that part of the body that we've targeted. And then gently roll up. We're going to come into heart bench next. So your 2 blocks this time. One for the head, one behind the heart, aligning with the spine. And then gently coming down. As you can see, it always takes me a few goes to really find the best spot. Sometimes I feel like a little dog. You know how they turn around about half a dozen times before they sit down. Just finding that best position. Or they're flattening down their leaves for their bed, aren't they? Okay. When you've found that place where you can get comfortable, just allow yourself to soften. Legs naturally relax, but just making sure lower back, you can relax here. Let the arms just float out to the sides. So totally different area of our back that we're targeting here. Thoracic, upper body. But still very lovely for our heart and our throat. If you haven't already, just close your eyes. Just let the whole face relax. Have an awareness of your heart energy. And in this pose, it's always really lovely to take yourself into your heart, like it's a room in your body. See who's in there. It might just be you. But it's a lovely time to give yourself a little bit of nourishing, positive thought, positive energy. So how does it feel here today? If anybody is in real discomfort or it's painful, please always come out of the pose. Following your deep belly breaths, noticing that lovely pressure that you get against your back as you breathe. Every now and then, just keep checking in through the rest of your body, whether you've tensed accidentally sort of into the lower body, legs. So let's just take a few more moments longer, just follow a few more breaths as your chest lifts. And then really slowly we'll lift our head gazing at the toes, and then gently supporting as you lift up, just moving those blocks. Looking forward to coming down and feeling whatever you feel. So 2 nice kind of back bends to counterpose butterfly. And it's always interesting to notice how your body feels afterwards in this reset position, which pose you've enjoyed and then the relief afterwards. Just having a few moments of quietness just to absorb whatever you're feeling. And then we'll gently bring the knees in one at a time. And enjoy a nice little rock. It's amazing, we've only just really been lying on blocks, but coming into this sort of nice little hugged knees in, it really can feel what we've done for our body. It's like a little workout. Okay, rolling up, we're going to come into twisted deer. If this twist aggravates your sides, your hips, and I know some of you do suffer, you can use a blanket underneath, but if this particular twist doesn't suit you, please come into maybe twisted roots or something else that you prefer. So you can just have a little blanket to sit on while we do this. Draw your bolster in to your right hip. And then we'll take that right shin to the front and left leg just swings to the side of you. Okay, and then when you're ready, just turning your body towards your bolster, coming down. And the nice thing about this is that you don't have to twist into this too deeply. You can come down almost sideways if that's better for you, or you can really face your body to the bolster and come into a nice twist. It's very supportive. I've chosen these poses today just because it's very hot and it's just nice to rest, but also still feel the twist. If this pose doesn't suit you in any way at all, please choose another pose that's two-sided that you do like. We will come into hammock after these. So relaxing, arms, shoulders. However you've placed the side of your head, try and relax your neck. Take some deep breaths as you begin to soften into the sides of your waist. And just enjoy that feeling of being supported. When we feel supported emotionally, this enhances our upper back and upper body. And when we feel supported in more earthly, financial or physical ways, that's related to our lower chakras, lower sacral. Try to follow your breath and enjoy some deeper breaths here. Follow how the breath moves and twists through your body. To try to enjoy thinking about the breath as life force as well that we take in, not just oxygen, but prana, chi. All balancing through the pranic body that we have and our channels that run through our systems. So we'll just take a few more breaths. Lifting up slowly. Coming back onto your mat, but keep your bolster handy. We're going to use it for the other side. So the lovely mind-body-breath connection that we have with our practice, it's almost like we have a little tune-up. And I think that's why we always feel really good after yoga. It's not just a physical movement, there's a lot more magic going on underneath the surface with our energetic body. Perhaps the chakras start to balance and even out as we practice these different poses. So just noticing how one side feels from the other. And then we'll hug in, have a rock, and then rolling up for the other side. So bringing the bolster into that left hip, and then just turning, gently coming down. Take a nice deep breath. Just being curious as whether one side feels better than the other. And you can always just start to sort of creep your right leg further round behind you if the pose starts to sort of feel too easy. Keep looking through your body. Are you relaxed as much as you can be through your arms and shoulders? And just check in through the neck and the back of the head. Can you let both your shoulders become heavy? Sometimes we really don't notice where we're holding active muscle. So just checking in, what's wandering through your mind, what thoughts are floating through. Were they positive or negative? So let's just take one more breath. Gently coming up. And we can put those bolsters aside now, just lying down. If you want to grab your strap just as on your way down, then this will be the next one. Deep breaths. And again, take the opportunity just to check in with what you're feeling this side, whether there's any chi or coldness through the legs or body in any way. And then gently we'll draw the knees in. And then grabbing your straps, we'll start with the right foot. And then I always say this, as you pop that strap behind your head, it is the base of the skull where we rest it, not the neck. So the tips of the strap will cover the tops of your ears probably. And then you can have your left leg bent or straight. And we'll just take a few minutes here. So play with the movement that you can get here. Pushing into the foot, you're going to get a lovely little gentle stretch through the neck. And then if you relax the leg and the foot, you can let the head become heavy and feel a bit more of a stretch through the back of your leg, which is very lovely for enhancing your bladder meridian. Either way, just trying to relax. It's nice to elevate the leg as well. We get the benefits of an inversion, fluid draining. As you rest in this pose, notice if your abdomen and the muscles of your abdomen are tight, whether you can just relax into a gentle breath. So just again, you can push into the foot or let the head become heavy. Notice if you're keeping your head straight or whether when you really relax, whether your head tilts a little. All these things where we're perhaps holding a slight tension. If you want to, just unhook the strap from your head and we'll just have a few moments of moving the leg. Just hold on to it and swing out to the side. Noticing how far you can lift. If you swing the leg across the body, how that feels. Don't aggravate any hips. And you'll start to notice any twinges if you do anyway. Just gently moving out. Just curious to feel all the sensations just as you move your leg in a supported way. Whether you can straighten the leg, whether you bend the knee. And then we'll just gently lower. Swap your feet over. But have a moment, just take a breath or two into neutral spine, just feeling whatever you feel for a few seconds. It's very tingly on the base sole of your foot, perhaps. Where do you notice chi moving? Is it inner thigh? Is it up to the groin? Where we stimulate the channels from these different positions and movements, you will feel perhaps this flow shift through the body. So let's come into the other side now. Again, just a reminder, not the strap doesn't go around the neck, it's the base of the head. And then immediately you might notice one leg is sort of tighter than the other one. But again, just play with the movement ever so gently and relaxing. Try to soften your belly. This will probably feel tight to start with. Nice deep breaths. This is a lovely one for your throat chakra too. So aware of any imbalance that you feel through the body if this side's tighter. Notice if your breath is very shallow. Whether you can deepen it and follow the breathing of your belly. You may gaze just down your body and feel the body, watch the belly rise and fall. So let's just unhook if you want to. You can stay here if you want to. But if you want to unhook and just feel a little bit of very slow movement, controlled movement, let your head rest back down to the mat. You might notice from one leg to the other at what stage you can really straighten your leg rather than having a little bend in the knee. How high or low each leg is from your left to your right. And then gently we'll lower. Just pop your foot out from your strap. Have just a few breaths here. Just want you to feel whatever sensation is running through your body. Where it feels fresh, tingly and vibrant. That's a really lovely one for your liver and kidneys, that particular pose. And then when you're ready, bring the knees in, have a little rock, and then we'll come into relaxation. Either seated or lying down, whatever you decide. What's best for you today. And so take an angel card. I think I'll get out some of my other cards as well. I've got lots of different boxes. And just to have a change, see what different messages we get. But for now, this is my favourite. Messages from Angel. It's a Doreen Virtue. And I just particularly like the way these cards are written in their guidance. Okay. Let's spread them out. Take one with my eyes closed and see what we get. It's so funny when we get similar ones, even though they're shuffled, and I take it with my eyes closed. So relaxing, my lovelies. And even if you do get the same message, I often think it is divine guidance wanting to repeat something to you, wanting to get it through to you, because sometimes we humans can have a sign or a signal right in front of us and still perhaps we don't take it, we're in a space in time where we're not open to it. So when we do get messages of the same kind of theme, I think it is repetitive to try and get through to us. So this one, Isaiah, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. You are ripe with new possibilities and you feel an urgency to push into new territory. Beloved one, your new and exciting life changes are inevitable. There is no turning back. Instead of playing it safe, you decided to move forward. That is why I'm with you right now, giving you the extra courage and comfort that you need. However, there is no rush. There is time. This is a time of incubation, where nature can allow everything to grow in innate rhythm. Be assured that your life change will hatch at just the right moment. In the meantime, know that God and the angels are watching over you. You are safe and loved. Congratulations on the birth of this new period of your life. So maybe just having a few moments to think about what ideas you've had lately that you just want to change and shift. It could be becoming healthier, slightly changing your diet or habits in life. Whatever you are thinking of or hatching, or it is supported and will happen in divine time. So as you have these few moments, just repeat to yourself that you are in the right place at the right time. Everything happens for your highest good, whether we like it or not sometimes. And all is well. All is well. So gently, just drawing your awareness back now. No need to move. Perhaps just have a few moments to consciously follow 3 or 4 breaths. And as you breathe, you can say, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. In, out. Just a lovely way to center yourself back into the moment. So just begin now to wiggle fingers and toes. Feel your physical body again if your mind was drifting off elsewhere. Gently moving the head, rolling shoulders. And then if you're lying down, you can just hug your knees in, have a nice little rock and roll here on your back. Have a moment just to think how well you feel now. Maybe not a big difference from the start of your practice, but maybe even in an emotional way or a mental way, things have shifted. Checking in with how you feel spiritually, whether you just feel so much more connected and you can't even necessarily put words to it. So rolling up to seated. Put a big smile on your face. Look forward to your day ahead. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.